From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Friday, February the 16th, 2018. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is attending the Munich Security Conference today in the German capital. Just before departing Israel yesterday, the Prime Minister called the security conference the most important one of its kind in the world and said that he would take the opportunity while there to present proof of Iran's involvement in recent events in Israel's north and reiterate determination by Israel to defend ourselves by ourselves without any restrictions against any threat. Referring there to most recently the Iranian drone that infiltrated Israeli airspace launched from Syria this past Saturday. It was brought down by Israel's Air Force. Today, Netanyahu spoke of the Iranian and other regional threats with UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres at the Munich conference. He also thanked the UN chief for holding an informal UN Security Council discussion on the IDF's fallen soldiers and Israeli civilians being held by terror group Hamas in Gaza, and said that there must be additional determined action on this issue. The Prime Minister will address the conference on Sunday morning. And it was announced yesterday that Netanyahu will attend and address the AIPAC policy conference in Washington next month. The annual gathering of the pro-Israel lobby takes place this year from March the 4th through the 6th. And according to a report in the Jerusalem Post, which cites a White House official, Netanyahu will meet with U.S. President Donald Trump while in our nation's capital on March the 5th. Meanwhile, some 1,000 Israelis demonstrated today against the Prime Minister in Tel Aviv, calling on him to step down, days after Israel police published their recommendation to indict Netanyahu on bribery, fraud, and corruption charges. Protesters also called on Israel's Attorney General Avichai Mandelblit to expedite his decision of whether to actually indict the Prime Minister, which could be a very long legal process. Mandelblit spoke yesterday at a conference at Tel Aviv University, where he said that the police investigations were done according to the book and that his only concern was to find the truth. And by the way, we will be airing two In the News programs about the possible indictment against the Prime Minister on Sunday night with political correspondent for the Times of Israel, Raoul Woodliff, and then on Monday night with Bar Ilan professor Dr. Mordechai Kedar. Well, while a medal seems unlikely for Israel in figure skating at the Winter Olympics, Israeli skaters Alexei Bachenko and Daniel Samohin did qualify for the men's figure skating finals today in Pyeongchang. Bachenko finished in 13th place with Samohin in 18th in the short program qualifying heat. Bachenko once again used the Hebrew melody of Hava Nagila as part of his routine. The final round, which is the free skate, takes place tomorrow. Israel's A.J. Edelman did not make the finals in his sport. Edelman, who is originally from Boston, fell short in the third round of the men's skeleton event yesterday, finishing in 28th place. Edelman was Israel's first ever Olympic skeleton athlete. He posted on his Facebook page just before the event, thanking the Israeli public for their support and encouragement, saying it has been an honor representing you. And taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS. For Friday, February the 16th, live Shabbat services are coming up at 6 o'clock from New York City's Central Synagogue, followed by musical performances from David Broza, Ron Eliran, and Peter Yarrow. At 8, author Dov Seidman and New York Times columnist Thomas Friedman discuss how to repair the world at the 92nd Street Y. At 9, it's the film Saga of a Photo, a love story that crosses borders. And at 10:30, it's episode 6 of the JBS original series From Date to Mate. Catch episode 7 tomorrow night at 10:30. And that's the JBS News Update for Friday, February the 16th, 2018. I'm Teisha Bader. Shabbat Shalom.